Russell Gahagan here with Russell's Fishing Tech, coming back at you with a new video. It's been a while. Was an uneventful fall, and now so far a pretty cold winter. Hopefully you're staying warm. If you're in the Midwest, we're experiencing one of the coldest winters we've had in quite a while. I suppose we were kind of due for it. We've had a couple mild winters in a row, but we are in the thick of it now. It is getting towards the end of January here. It has been cold here in Wisconsin for, I don't know, probably about a week straight, several days, well in the negatives. With the wind chill, I think we had a day at 30 plus negative where they called schools off. So we are in the thick of it. Good thing is a lot of people who really enjoy ice fishing have been able to get out and do that safely. A lot of stores that have a lot of ice fishing equipment are moving that stuff, which is good for the business, good for the industry, good for customers, because they're going to be able to fill their shelves back up with spring product. We've got some exciting stuff coming. We're going to do a video today talking about our new flashers for 2025, which are already on the website. You can get these at salmoncandyfishing.com. And then also the next several Fridays in a row, we're going to be releasing more new product. We've got new spoons coming. We've got new flies coming. It's our biggest fly release we've ever done. We discontinued a couple flies, and we were coming out with 5 new patterns. First time we've ever had that many. And we also got new Dodgers coming. Lily and I tested a bunch of new Dodgers last year and picked out the ones that worked the best for us. So we've got some new Dodger patterns coming. So pretty exciting stuff, but we're going to start with what's always our biggest release of the year, which is our 2025 new flasher patterns. And it's a mix match of totally new patterns that I tested last year and some of the better patterns that we selected from the monthly custom program, which or previous Black Fridays, which is really what the Black Friday and the monthly customs is all about. Like, we're excited about that. If you haven't been involved in that before, every year on Black Friday we sell specific colors that are only available on Black Friday for that year. And then each month, usually the first weekend of the month, we do a little custom run of product that you can only buy for that year on there. And it really is a way for us to involve you guys, our customer base, in helping test all over the Great Lakes some new patterns, some new ideas that I've come up with. Sometimes there's things that I already tested, but I want to see how they work everywhere. Sometimes they're just literally brand new raw ideas. So I'm going to go through our 8 new flasher patterns. And the biggest thing to know is they are available in both the 8-inch and 11-inch size. I'm going to show the 8-inch here primarily, but they are available in both sizes. So we'll start off with Blue Icon. Blue Icon here is on the chrome blade. The Icon pattern is unique because I developed this as a custom color for a show in New York. Not the blue one, but in particular the Icon pattern quite a long time ago. I think this is maybe 2017, 2018. Icon name comes from my favorite wrestler growing up, Ric Flair. The Icon is what I called him. And so that's where the Icon name comes from. And this Blue Icon was one that we did, I believe, in Black Friday a couple of years ago. And guys have just been squealing for it for a couple of years now. And it's been good for me. It's been good for lots of people. This is one of those June into early July flashers, in my opinion, where we really target blue a lot. On the chrome blade here, this is just an overall great pattern. Icon itself was probably maybe the best overall pattern last year on the Great Lakes. So it just made total sense to add this Blue Icon to the starting lineup. While we're talking blue, we'll talk the second blue one, Blue Livewire. Same thing. This was a Black Friday from a couple of years ago. I think the same time we did the Blue Icon. Guys have been screaming for this one as well. Livewire is, the UV Livewire has always been one of our more popular patterns. It was originally called the AA Livewire from my old store because it was a custom that I developed for another brand. There was a lot of that back then. A lot of people maybe don't know, but I developed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of patterns that other brands use today. And they're my names, they're my patterns. They use them today, they're selling them. And this one would have been AA live wire in the green version. So a couple years ago on Black Friday, we came out with it in the blue version because, again, year after year after year, early in the season, May, June, into early July, when there's good king fishing on Lake Michigan in particularly, blue really seems to stand out. We see colors like Megatron, Blue Jeans, Jackson's Barracuda, year after year after year are really, really good. Well, this blue live wire was another one that we had a lot of customers who had bought it and were screaming for more. I had tested it and was really, really good. So we just thought we really needed to add this one to the lineup. A sort of a different pattern that was a Black Friday color last year that really was dominant on both Lake Michigan and Lake Ontario was the frog bam. So this is the patented bam pattern that I came up with, again, as a custom the same year that I came up with the Icon deal. It was originally called Two-Face 2.0. It was not called BAM. The BAM came as a nickname from a charter captain who really, really liked the pattern. But we decided to mix the BAM pattern with a frog pattern last year for Black Friday. I believe it was Black Friday. It could have been a custom, monthly custom. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it was Black Friday. And boy, was this thing really, really good for a lot of people. It's got the frog bam pattern on the front, kind of the, crush glow that's the Super Frog is known for. The Super Frog flasher is well used all over the Great Lakes, both on Lake Michigan and Lake Ontario, heavily for big kings. And this frog bam pattern really, really, really produced. One of the ones that we had not done before as a custom was something that I actually tested. Let's see, it would have been 2023 in Wilson, New York. We ended up naming it Riles Bam, but this was a pattern that I made, developed, and tested back in 2023 already. In New York, in Wilson, New York, and then I did a little bit on Lake Michigan after that, and it was really, really good for me. And I ended up giving some samples to a charter captain buddy of mine out of Algoma, and he pounded on it all this year. Matter of fact, I think he caught the second biggest fish in the KD Derby on this flasher. So we felt like it was something we had to have. Again, the ultra popular BAM pattern right now, which seems to work on everything we put it on. Seems to be really, really good, but there's a little bit different dot pattern here. It's more of your black-eyed peas dots on the front with like a reverse black-eyed peas dots on the back. And that pattern, like I said, called the Riles Bam, was really, really good for my buddy who used it last year, and then I had already tested it back in 2023. Was one of those things that I tested, it worked, it kind of got put on the side with a lot of other stuff. I test probably 30 plus patterns each season to try to narrow it down to a few that we're going to come out with. So a lot of times things kind of get put on the side, I forget about them, etc., etc. But this Riles Bam on Lake Michigan here and on Lake Ontario was a heavy good producer. I mentioned earlier that the Icon was probably the #1 flasher on Lake Michigan last year. I'm sorry, on the Great Lakes. It was really hot on Lake Michigan. It was also really hot on Lake Ontario. So it made total sense already last year for me to start testing what we felt we had to do, which is our new white and chrome Icon Bam patterns. So this is the chrome Icon Bam. This is the white Icon Bam. And as you can imagine, they've got the standard Icon fronts, both on the chrome and the white blank. And then they got the famous BAM pattern on the back. My expectation would be these two flashers, probably in particularly the chrome one, is likely going to be one of the hottest flashers in 2025. I kind of made this comment about Mega BAM last year, and I was pretty right. I made it about a flasher the year before, and I was 100% right. I don't remember which one it is anymore. The days and years seem to go by fast now, but this chrome Icon Bam, in my opinion, is likely going to be one of the hottest flashers on the Great Lakes in 2025. Not just because I think it works, but because I think there will be a ton of guys using it as well. The white one probably will be just as effective, just white isn't as broadly used as chrome is, but I think this will be definitely after that July period will be a very, very good one. So the chrome will probably be used all throughout the entire summer, and the white is going to be more of your July and August type flasher. Last year I ran, as a lot of you know if you follow my videos, you follow my reports, basically from the first week of June all the way through the entire season into September. I ran a chrome icon on one high wire diver and a UV icon Lily ran on her high wire diver, basically the entire summer. And we caught more kings than I've caught in the last 15 years, minus 2012, which was an anomaly, this past season. And those two rods, almost the entire season, were our hottest rods. So icon was just a epic pattern that, we felt we needed to add the BAM part to it, and I expect that to be really, really hot this year. Last but not least is two monthly customs that we tested that made just total sense. Two of our new flashers for 2024 were the Mega BAM and the Crypto BAM. We did them on the chrome blanks. So we did as customs the white blank Mega BAM and Crypto BAM, and of course they were lights out. A lot of people had great success on both of these, on both Lake Michigan and Lake Ontario. So we felt an absolute need to come out with these. I was super excited when we did do them and they tested out and fished so well, as I expected they would. They have the patented Megatron and Megatron and Kryptonite fronts with the ever fish catching BAM backs. So these two are also available. As I said, these are our 8 new 2025 flashers. I think we got a great lineup for this year. If you haven't gotten any of these yet, just head over to salmoncandyfishing.com, look under the tab of new for 2025, and remember they're available in both the 8-inch and the 11-inch model. Again, over the course of the next few weeks, you're going to see several videos from me talking about the new products coming out. We're going to have new spoons, we're going to have new flies, we're going to have new dodgers. You're going to want to get a hold of some of this stuff early this year. We did do a pretty good job of keeping up with stuff last year, but as always, if something gets really, really hot, like last year with Icon, we did struggle to keep that in stock. We did the best we could, but we did struggle to keep that in stock at times. So if any of these catch your eye, some of these catch your eye, or all of these catch your eye, just head over to salmoncandyfishing.com. Go ahead and grab some. Get ready for the season. As I said, it feels like it's a ways away because it's, I think, 0 degrees outside today. I'm looking outside. We got just a little dusting of snow on the ground. We haven't had a ton of that, which is nice. Feels like it's a ways away, but as I was telling somebody yesterday, we're really only about 30 days away, a little more than that. Most people by the end of February, early March are getting their boats out of storage, getting them out of the garage, starting to make sure they're ready to go for the year, get the motors going and everything. So we're really only about 30 days, maybe 45 days max from anglers all over the Great Lakes starting to chase brown trout, starting to chase spring kings, different things like that. So it's not going to be long now. So go ahead and get on the website, grab some of this stuff, and look for future videos. I've also got